I was going to rip his heart out. I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me.
I got a question. You got any excuses tonight, Roy? Let's not ask questions like that. Let's test what's going to work. Tonight, Roy. Let's go to work.
Ever give me a fair shake? HBO needs to fire you. You don't know shit about boxing.
I wish I was 50 years younger and I'd kick your ass.
You won't do shit. You won't do nothing.
You know we've been fighting 400 and still fighting to this day. To this day.
What's up, boxing fans? King of the Ring TV here. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. All right, Canelo Alvarez versus Billy Joe Saunders. Last night was a good amount of fights that was on. Like I'll say two fights on the undercard that I definitely like. Two fighters was Keyshawn Davis, and then there was another guy that was from France, CC's or something like that. I can't really find his name right now, but yeah, Keyshawn Davis definitely he had some a good fight, a good tough fight. Awkward. He said it was an awkward fight for him. A good fight with one of the guys named Meza, something like that. So he was a good tall fighter. And that was awkward and giving them problems and everything like that. But Keyshawn Davis ended up winning in the end. So he got his hand raised. He's just now getting on the pro scene. So he's trying to work in the boxing world and get his name out there. But he's definitely got some talent, doing pretty good and everything like that. Got some he trained with Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson is partners and everything like that. So Keyshawn definitely is going to be be a problem later on in the future and everything like that. He keeps fighting the way he fights and everything like that. Keep getting experience and everything like that. So, and then the other fighter whose name I can't really pronounce that good, but he was from France, and he definitely for some reason, man, he got a good old school style of fighter. His trainer is Virgil Hunter and everything like that, from what they were saying. Virgil Hunter. So he's got a good style to him, good old school style to him. Basic, stick with the jab and everything like that. Move. He definitely was doing good. He got caught in the eye. I guess everybody hitting everybody in the eye tonight. And he got caught in the eye and went down. He didn't go down as if he was hurt. He went down like, I got caught in the eye type thing. But he definitely did got up and still won the fight, because he was winning all the rounds, in my opinion, until he got knocked down. And the other guy couldn't do nothing with him. So, Coway or whatever his name is from UK, he tried, but the guy, he was just boxing beautifully, and I definitely am a big fan now after seeing him fight and the way that he fights and everything like that. But yeah, man, he's definitely a good fighter, and got a good style and everything like that. So I definitely will be keeping my eye on him. Now that I seen the way he is, the way he fights and everything like that, he's got a good style to him, and I think he'd be a problem if he keeps fighting over here in America. We need more fighters like him that comes from overseas with a good style and everything like that. So yeah, I'll be keeping my eye on him. So but anyways, we'll get into the Canelo situation, because I know that's what everybody's talking about, and that was the fight that was on. last night versus Billy Joe Saunders. A lot of people, really thought that Billy Joe Saunders would win. A lot of people was right about him, about Billy Joe Saunders giving Canelo a problem, because he did give Canelo a problem, making a miss and everything like that, and taking his shots and everything like that until the 8th round, where he got caught in the eye. Yeah, definitely Billy Joe Saunders did give Canelo a problem. He was making a miss and everything like that. Canelo looked like he was getting more and more frustrated until he figured out that Billy Joe Saunders ducks his head whenever he try to avoid the shots, and he throws his head in the same position. So Canelo is a counter puncher, so of course he waited till Billy Joe Saunders kept dropping his head in the right spot, and then that's when he caught him, and then it was fight over after that. But Canelo and his team predicted that he would knock him out in the 9th round, which is a good prediction. He didn't knock him out, in my opinion. He didn't knock him out, but his corner, Billy Joe Saunders, corner, and possibly him end up, stopping the fight. It looked like one of his corner teams said that they want to stop the fight, and Billy Joe Saunders, I guess he wanted to continue, so he kind of looked disappointed. But he didn't. He wanted to continue, but he didn't want to continue at the same time. So he was like, if they stop the fight, then he's fine with it. But he looked like he still wanted to go out there, But even though he didn't get up, but in his face, he looked like he was disappointed. So, but anyways, Canelo got the win. He got the win and everything like that. But yeah, it was definitely just like everybody predicted. He do have problems with movers. He do have problems with people who can make him swing and miss and movers. So, but he still catches them. If he catches them and hurts them, then it's over. But yeah, he's got one more belt to get. Caleb Plant. We'll see if he ends up fighting him. Caleb Plant, that is. Yeah, I mean, if Caleb Plant can't do the same thing, then there you go. You have a unified all 4 belts champion, which is Canelo Alvarez. So, and yeah, good for Canelo, I guess. Good for Canelo, but at the end of the day, you still got other guys that you could have been fighting. You got 3 guys that I feel still you could be fighting, but you choose not to, which is Demetrius, Andrade, Jamal Charlo, and David Benavidez. All 3 of these guys. It's more guys out there, but all 3 of these guys have been calling out Canelo for years, and Canelo refused to fight him. Talking about boring styles. He refuses to fight. He don't want to fight any more black and Mexican fighters and everything like that. So, and it's just ridiculous, man. He makes excuses to not fight these guys, and I don't respect that. At the end of the day, so I would never give Canelo Alvarez his props and praises. So until he fights these guys. I feel like it's just ridiculous that he's choosing to fight fighters that he knows he can beat. So, and then if people speak out about, things that he do like this, they get called haters and racists and stuff like that. And all that at the end of the day is just to, just to deflect away from the fact that Canelo Alvarez is definitely not trying to fight these guys. Fight good competition. He wants the easy way out, and he doesn't want to put in any work to be called the greatest of all times. Of this generation. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, he already got a loss to Mayweather, and that proves it to you. So after losing to Mayweather, he decided not to fight any more black fighters like Mayweather. So he's on his I only fight overseas fighters and everything like that. They seem like the more easier opponents. So and that's what he's doing. So if he do get undisputed, it's still going to be like questions. Like people going to be like, okay, why you can't be called the greatest because you didn't fight Demetrius Andrade, and he doesn't understand that. So, and then Demetrius Andrade was pulling up at his press conference. So, and they kicked him out
from the 7th round and on.
Canelo.
So when can we get something going on?
Oh man. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. I know that. Man, you fight with nobody. Hey, you are a champion, but what? Hey, you fight with nobody, man. You won You won the belt with nobody, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. Please get the fuck out of here, man. It's my night. Who I'm fighting?
Demetrius. Not the press
conference. Get the fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck you, man.
Don't worry.
Hey, get the fuck out of here because I'm gonna fuck you out right now, motherfucker.
A ver.
Oh, look at this guy.
Next.
Hey, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Hey.
There you go, guys, please. Off.
Hey, you are a horrible fighter, man. You never gonna get the fight, man. You are a horrible fighter. Horrible fighter. Horrible fighter.
Okay, next question.
Just payday. You want payday. I know that.
Watch your mouth, bro. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. I see you was on.
Yeah. I see you outside. Yeah, man. Fucking.
Te vamos a sacar del hotel, cabrón.
That's a kid, man. That's a kid. Kid.
Next question, please.
Congratulations, Canelo.
Thank you.
This actually plays perfectly because my question was going to be about you showing your personality more. And I thought Billy Joe brought the best out of you personality-wise, and now he did it too, I guess.
Man.
It's good to see.
Hablando de eso, que todos lo quieren pegar, mira quién la quieren pegar.
Speaking of everybody
even before my fight, he won every.
And then you see Demetrius Andrade screaming at him, saying, "When we gonna fight?" This and that. And then Canelo just puts his head down and start laughing, and everything like that. Because he knows. He say that Demetrius Andrade, he's a boring fighter, right? Okay, if he's such a boring fighter and he fights nobody, you kind of contradicting yourself. You telling one person he's not fighting nobody's, and you doing the same thing. Nobody knew who Billy Joe Saunders was. You know what I'm saying? We kind of did, we kind of didn't, but nobody knew who Billy Joe Saunders was. Nobody knew who Callum Smith was. Nobody knew who Avni Yildirim was. A lot of these fighters nobody knew until you start fighting them. So you doing the same thing Demetrius Andrade is, but actually you're not, because Demetrius Andrade, he's fighting what the people that he can fight. You know what I'm saying? He has no choice but to fight these guys. And you know what I'm saying? And then Eddie Hearn, with his fake ass, he he up here, you know what I'm saying, jerking Demetrius Andrade around, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like, honestly, he gets, Eddie Hearn gets these fighters that he knows is a problem. He signs them so that way, and don't make the fights happen, because he wants all the attention, and he don't want these fighters to be beating all his fighters on his end. So that's the reason why, if you can't, I guess basically, if you can't beat them, join them. You know what I'm saying? So if that makes any sense. So he just gets these fighters, and he makes it to where, you know, they'll be on his team, and he'll promise them everything. He's like a snake oil salesman. You know what I'm saying? He'll get these fighters, and then he'll, you know, keep them on his team and promise some fights, kind of like what Bob Arum does. So promise some fights and all that type of stuff. So, and it's crazy and it's hilarious. So, and Eddie Hearn didn't say anything in a press conference. He was sitting next to Canelo Alvarez. So, and Canelo Alvarez was getting angry and laughing. Like, honestly, if I was Demetrius Andrade, I'll show up everywhere he, like, that's what boxers these days need to, if they want to get fights, and they real dangerous fighters, they need to pull up to every location that these fighters are in, and, you know what I'm saying, have shirts on, kind of like what Demetrius Andrade did, have shirts on and you know, just make them look silly in front of the press until they get mad and fight. You know, that's the way the old school tactics did. Muhammad Ali, you know what I'm saying, Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson said one time that he used to show up to like call a fighter, and, you know what I'm saying, and call him, you know, all out his name and all that type of stuff. Call him out his name, and show up everywhere he was, and, you know, try to, you know what I'm saying. But anyways, yeah, they just need to, you know, get back on to the old school way, man. So, but yeah, you know, Canelo can't get, you know, all the shine and the glory until he fights these three dangerous opponents, which is Demetrius Andrade, David Benavidez, and Jamal Charlo. So, you know, and these guys are, two of them are at lower weight class. They're at 160. So, and David Benavidez is the only one at 168. So, until he fights those guys, he will not get his props in my eyes. He'll just be a champion who didn't fight tough guys to become a champion, and that will follow him till the rest of his career. The 7 years that he claims he's gonna keep fighting, so it will follow him until the end of his career, or until he dies. So get old and die. So you know, that would always be a question, like, oh, you didn't fight anybody. So, you know, but it is what it is. Old media won't say anything, but the new media, the new guys like YouTubers and everything, we all know what's up. That's why we always try to lace, you know, the boxing fans up with the real game, because you got new media, or not new media, old media, like ESPN and all them companies and everything like that. They just like the news. They, you know, give you what they think is best. You know, trying to shape boxing into their eyes when it's not actual facts. You know what I'm saying? They just try to, you know, stay on boxers' good sides and stuff like that. And new media like YouTubers, we tell you the truth. We find the research, we tell you the truth, we tell you what's actually happened. So that's why you know, the new boxing fans and the old fans definitely should listen to us, because we know the real scoop on what these boxers are doing. We tell you the truth. We don't have somebody paying us, basically like a company paying us and giving us a script to go off of. So, but good for Canelo and his fans. But it's still definitely some more dangerous opponents out there. to fight, and you know, hopefully it gets made. He has one more belt to get, which is Caleb Plant, and we'll see if Caleb Plant fights him or just avoid him. So, but it is what it is. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm out.